Hello, I'm Steve and welcome to the Naked Railway. I've had an epiphany on the track plan, and so much so that I think, I'm pretty sure in fact that I'm going to go with it. But before we get to that, I'll bring you up to speed on where we had got up to. So by completing the track plan, I can do two important things. One is to start buying the points that I need to build it, and most importantly at this stage is to finalise the baseboard, so I can get that completed hopefully by the end of this month. This is going to be a semi-permanent layout in this room, so I don't need to break it apart to move it to exhibitions or different places. So it's going to be this section, this operating part of the layout is going to be permanently fixed together. But I don't want to have baseboard joins where there are the operating sections of the points. I don't mind over here on the divergent part of the points, that's absolutely fine, but to have it where over here where I'm going to fit point motors is silly. So I need to finalise the track plan so that I can plan the baseboards. So in the second video I made, I talked about these designs here. This is my first attempt, which was based off the schematic that I did. And it's it's functional, and it has all the elements that I need, but it just doesn't look efficient to operate. Then I had another go, and this is slightly better, but it has some problems that I didn't realise when I did it. Like, it's not. It's a much more organic shape, but it still doesn't quite meet the needs that I'm looking for. So then I thought, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's see how to plan this as efficiently as possible. So if we have a look at a single line shed with a tandem fuel point and a servicing shed. After the locos have fueled and they don't need the shed, then they will need to be stored, ready for their next duties. And if a loco needs to come in directly to storage or to use the shed, then it will need a bypass line. But for any fueled locos that need to go into storage, they can't go forwards into the shed area if there are locos in there. So we will need a way to a head shunt so we can reverse into the shed without going into the go into the storage without going into the shed area. So now we have pretty much a plan that covers all bases, and with the addition of a fuel storage road. So we have everything we need on this layout in regards to track and options and a non-fouling layout. So with that in mind, I had another go at producing a plan. I'll show you that now. So this is pretty much this. but created with real Pico points. I have enough room here just about to fuel 2 locos with the or on this top line, sorry, and the shed area here, a head shunt into the storage, and that covers all of the bases. But I thought I looked at this one day on the floor, and I thought there is something fundamentally wrong with this and this and this. It's that they all have this, from the storage area, they all have this sweeping arc around the top right corner, and it seems really inefficient of the limited space that I have available. So then I thought, let's look at this slightly differently. And that's when I come up with this idea. So instead of being angled this way and inducing quite a sharp curve to get into the shed, if I angled it this way, I wouldn't have to have that sharp angle, and I will have longer sidings and fueling areas and a shed area. So this pretty much kills all my birds with one stone. And the more I played around with this, the more I liked it, and I think this is my new layout. I'll just explain. The fueling rotors here. These are 25 centimeter blocks. The longest loco I have is the Brush Type 2, which is 23 centimeters. So this easily accommodates those. The shed will be here. This is the head shunt, storage sidings, and this will be the fuel supply road. I think this is it, and I really do quite like it. But then you're probably asking yourselves, what about the storage? What am I going to do for that? And I'll show you what I've come up with. So the problem was always going to be, how do I fit 10 to 12 locos in my storage area, any one of which could be selected at any time to run onto the operating area. A traditional fan type storage area firstly wouldn't fit, and secondly would be very expensive to build with all the points and so on. And then I thought, is there a way I can incorporate a turntable? And the traditional turntable, where you'd have a turntable and fans coming off it, that wouldn't really work because there's just not enough space for 10 or 12 locos to park. But then I thought, if I park them on the turntable, then I could just turn the turntable to where I wanted the loco to park, any one of these locos, and off it would go. And then I could turn it around again, and another one could come on, and then when one is ready to come out of the shed area, then it could go back onto its free space. So this is my storage area. It's a turntable based storage area, which is highly compact. There is no way you could design anything that would hold 10 to 12 locos in an area which is about 55 centimeters square. So I think I have solved all of my problems, and now I can start building. In an ideal world, of course, I'd love to make it longer. Chaps, I know everyone needs a bit of extra length, but in this case, I am I'm constrained by the width that I have. And for the space that I have, I think I've made the a layout perfect for me.